It's almost time to find out who will be going to Wembley to battle it out for the Carabao Cup. Hey guys, I'm back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to centre around the Carabao Cup Semi-Finals second leg that are set to be played out tonight and tomorrow night, as four teams are set to do battle to find out who will be going to Wembley and who will be battling out for the first piece of silverware of the season. On one half of the draw playing tonight is Newcastle taking on Arsenal. The Magpies go into that game with a 2-0 lead after an incredible first leg win for the Magpies. However, with recent form, could Arsenal spark an incredible comeback in the second leg away from home? And on the other half of the draw playing tomorrow night, Liverpool will take on Tottenham at Anfield, with the Reds going a goal down in the first leg in somewhat controversial circumstances as Spurs lead that one. Will Spurs hold their nerve, or will Liverpool come back from defeat to victory to go to yet another Carabao Cup final? We're going to be talking about these semi-final second legs and the potential of what may lie ahead on the road to Wembley. But before we get into all of that and much more, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. Get involved in the conversation. Talk to me here, people. Use your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, down below. Use and abuse that comment section, people, and talk to me on the Carabao Cup and the second leg of the semi-final fixtures to be played out across both tonight and tomorrow night. Would love to hear what you have to say on that one. Give me your thoughts, comments, opinions, but most of all, of course, your predictions on how you think each game will turn out. Right, let's go on with it, shall we? Let's talk Carabao Cup second leg semi-final, and we're going to start with tonight's game between Newcastle and Arsenal. I predicted Newcastle to win at the beginning of this, and so far, so good. Newcastle have one leg in the final at Wembley after a brilliant 2-0 victory for the Magpies against Arsenal in the first leg. It wasn't all plain sailing, it wasn't squeaky clean. Arsenal did miss a number of opportunities in that game. But the upside for Newcastle is that they are playing the second leg at home, and that's going to be a massive advantage to them if they can, of course, take it. However, recent form may seem like Arsenal stand a good chance of coming back and getting themselves in the final for Mikel Arteta's side. I said at the end of 90 minutes in the first leg that this game was done and dusted. I didn't think Arsenal could come back. I felt Newcastle, having the second leg at home, are going to see the game out by any means necessary. It may not be the most prettiest that you see, but Newcastle will grind it out and get the victory. However, recent form, with Newcastle losing their last two home games in the Premier League and Arsenal picking up some good form and, of course, smashing Manchester City on Sunday, would seemingly suggest to me that this game may not be over. This game may still have a surprise or two left in the tank for when these two teams clash at St James's Park on Wednesday night. I would still suspect Newcastle win. And if it is a massive bottle job from this point forward, then on Eddie Howe and Newcastle's head be it. We obviously know that Arsenal will create chances and opportunities, but we also know that Newcastle can be tough and strong on their day. And we know that recent form, when these two teams meet, especially at St James's Park, Newcastle normally save their best performances for this kind of atmosphere and this kind of game. The hope for Newcastle fans is that their recent form actually is a case of them saving themselves for the cup competition, which could be a big possibility, but there's a lot riding on this for both these sides. For Arsenal, it's an opportunity to obviously gain some silverware potentially, if obviously they can navigate their way past the final as well. Obviously the same goes for Newcastle, but obviously Newcastle, it's been a lot longer since their fans have tasted silverware than Arsenal's. But even so, Arsenal still have an obligation to fill out. They need silverware. They desperately need silverware. The Premier League, they are 6 points behind league leaders Liverpool. Not impossible, but of course, if Liverpool continue their form in that competition, they may not get to that to where they want to be, Arsenal. Champions League, it's going to be a big struggle for them, but it's not, again, impossible. But again, form and history dictates that Arsenal may not win it. This is a massive opportunity for silverware this season. It's not going to be the priority. Obviously, a lot of fans, maybe all fans, would actually choose this over a Premier League and Champions League. I have to save myself there, just in case there are weird fans out there that would actually prioritise this over anything else. But it's not a priority. But that doesn't still mean you don't take this seriously. And when you get to a semi-final, of course you take this seriously. Newcastle will be relying on their big hitters to get them out of this. Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, Joe Linton in the midfield is going to provide a big physical battle for Arsenal that they need to be capable of at least competing in. And then it's all about whether or not they can create the chances. The likes of Anthony Gordon, the likes of Jacob Murphy, providing opportunities and feeding Alexander Isak for goal scoring purposes, because Arsenal can get 2 goals and come back, but the big question is, can Arsenal keep Newcastle out of the other end? The return of William Saliba in recent times has obviously been a big addition to Arsenal's backline, but even so, Arsenal still have a tendency to leak stupid goals from time to time, and we saw that in the first leg. If Arsenal tighten up, they're solid defensively, they restrict Newcastle to doing nothing, and they take their chances at the other end, which they've been obviously guilty of not doing in recent weeks, Arsenal will stand a very good chance of getting through to the next round, to the final. If Newcastle, though, can be strong, disciplined, and it's going to be interesting to see how they approach this. Do they go for a bit more of a reserved defensive approach and try and hit Arsenal on the counter-attack? Or do they try and go for the kill very early on, get a couple of goals and seemingly see the game out? It's going to be very interesting to see how Eddie Howe approaches this game. 2-0, we know. The goal cliche of being the most dangerous scoreline in the modern game. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to go with Newcastle to see the game out. As I stuck with my original prediction, I thought Newcastle were going to make it through to the final from the first leg. Go back and check out that video to obviously prove I'm not lying. But at the same time, don't rule out Arsenal completely. Don't rule out an incredible comeback tonight. I expect this to be one hell of a game for St James's Park tonight on a Wednesday night under the lights. So I'm looking forward to this one. One that I'm personally obviously looking forward to for obvious reasons is Liverpool against Tottenham tomorrow night. Semi-final, second leg. Liverpool looking to try and make it to yet another League Cup final. Spurs looking to win the competition for the first time since 2008. Their only trophy in the past 20, 25 odd years, whatever, maybe even longer. Massive game. Massive game, and it's a massive game that everybody is seemingly predicting that Liverpool will win. Tottenham obviously won the first leg in somewhat controversial circumstances. Lucas Bergvall was the hero on the day, but the question remains, should he have actually been on the pitch to begin with to score that goal? I still don't think he should have been. Crazy that he was, and in typical sort of fashion, he went on to score the goal mere minutes later. That obviously separates the two sides going into the second leg. But under the lights at Anfield, home crowd behind the Reds, Arne Slot's men in fine form, going strong in all competitions. Everybody is seemingly predicting that Liverpool will come back and will make it through to the final. Now, we know football is not that simplistic. We know that it's not a foregone conclusion that that is the case. I want to try and be fair on this. I don't want to try and say, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, Liverpool are going to wipe the floor with Tottenham. I want to make a case for Spurs that maybe they adapt. Maybe they catch Liverpool off guard. Maybe Liverpool panic. Maybe Liverpool have an off day in front of goal. Maybe they make a few mistakes defensively, because we know that they can. We know that defensively, Liverpool can be sloppy at times, and we know that they can concede stupid goals. Maybe Tottenham catch them on the right day. Maybe we are going to get either a London derby for a Carabao Cup final, or we're going to get a Tottenham-Newcastle Carabao Cup final, which could be interesting as well. Maybe that is going to be the case. And you know what? I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I'm still going to obviously back my team. I'm still going to back Liverpool to get the job done. And I feel the best way for Liverpool to tackle this situation is to just go at it right from the start. I know it's only a 1-goal deficit and obviously things can change in the blink of an eye. But this Tottenham side, yes, they won on Sunday. But what we've seen from Tottenham in recent weeks is them lose to the likes of Leicester, lose to the likes of Everton. And what tends to happen in those games is that an early goal or even an equalising goal, which will be potentially the case in this circumstance given the aggregate scoreline, can sometimes break Tottenham. It can break most teams, but Tottenham especially. They have this lack of mentality that seems to be that right now when they're on the floor and they need it most, it's just not there for them. I feel like if Liverpool go right out the gate, start quickly, go at them from the start, I feel like Liverpool can get an early goal. Liverpool can set the tempo, set the controlling mood, and obviously if they reduce Tottenham to very limited attacks in front of goal, Liverpool will see the game out comfortably with the likes of Canate and Van Dijk at the heart of the defence, which I imagine they'll line up strong tonight. It will be a show of control, a measured approach, calm approach, and ultimately a killer instinct in front of goal won't go amiss either. Think of it like when we beat them 6-3 earlier on in the season. Something like that, where Liverpool were deadly in front of goal, creating chances at will, looking threatening every time we went forward, and then defensively, we were strong. Yes, we may have conceded 3 goals, but they were stupid goals. We conceded stupid goals. We took our foot off the pedal. We thought the game was already won by that point, and that's where we kind of fell apart towards the end, but we just went up the other end and scored anyway. If we can do something like that, that's very similar. If we can learn from our mistakes in the first leg, where we sort of approached the game in a bit of a lackadaisical, sort of lazy way, I think Liverpool can definitely get the job done, get back on level terms very early on, and then see the game out to a win in 90 minutes. Don't see this going to penalties. Don't see this going to anything else other than a Liverpool ticket to the final at Wembley. So yeah, I'm going with Liverpool to win, and that's not saying that Tottenham obviously can't do it. Everybody is anticipating that Liverpool do it, with them being the home side, with them being, with all due respect to Tottenham, the better side, having more strength and depth, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's not saying that it's a foregone conclusion, but you strongly would expect and anticipate that Liverpool will be booking their ticket to the final at Wembley for the Carabao Cup yet again. So I'm going with Liverpool to win that one. But those are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, but most of all predictions of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of the Carabao Cup? What do you make of the semi-finals, second leg that are to come this week? Who do you see making it through to the final at Wembley? Let me know down below your thoughts, comments, opinions, mainly although your predictions on both of these games to come up this week. And that will surely make for great and interesting reading for you all. So please do get involved down below. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Thank you all for your continued, even brand new support to the channel. Very much appreciated by myself. So thank you all so much for supporting myself and the channel. It really does mean a lot. If you are brand new, welcome along. If you are continuing your support, you guys are also awesome as well. Always be appreciated, never be taken for granted. So thank you guys for that. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I'll soon speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers guys, thanks everyone for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you all again very, very soon.